Hey guys, it's Christina and welcome back to Plan with Polishland. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I am planning on vacation. Now I have watched a lot of videos about planner travel bags and how people pack their planner to take away on vacation, and while I found those videos pretty helpful, it is not realistic for me at all. I am a very light packer and I only take the bare necessities with me on vacation. And as much as I love my planner, and even though it's a pretty big part of my life, I am not going to be taking my planner with me on vacation. I am traveling for a week in January. I am making a cross-country flight and I'm going to be spending some time with my family. So I have made the choice to leave my planner at home, and I'm going to share why I'm leaving it at home with you guys. And I'm also going to share how I'm going to be planning on vacation, because I am only taking with me this little notebook. That's right. This is going to be my planner for an entire week, and I'm going to share with you why I'm doing that and how I'm doing that. So this video is going to be broken up into two parts. In the first part, I'm going to show you what I use to plan regularly, everything I usually have on hand. Then I'm going to show you how I am fitting all of my regular planning tools into this little tiny notebook that I just showed you. So let's go ahead and get started with part one, what I usually plan with. Now, of course, you guys know that I use my Erin Condren Life Planner every single day. Now, this is a big planner. This is a 7x9 book, and it is really thick and heavy. I have the 18-month planner, so I've already been using it for 6 months, and this is bulky and it's pretty heavy. And no, I am not going to be taking this with me, because not only will it weigh down my luggage, but I don't want anything happening to it, you know? I've poured a lot of work into this planner. I don't want to get it damaged or lost, and I just decided to leave it at home. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I pack really light. I'm traveling for a week, and all I'm bringing with me is a carry-on bag and my personal item, because not only does it save money when you don't check a bag, but it saves you a ton of time. And I realize that sometimes you really do have to check a bag, but I always try not to. And so this is one of the things I'm cutting out in order to make sure I can keep my belongings to just a carry-on and a personal item. Now, the other item that I use to plan every single day is my new Q&A a day 5-year journal. I just got this at the beginning of the year. I've been using it every day, and while this is pretty small, it's still pretty thick, and it's not something that I need to carry with me on my trip. The last planner-related item that I consider an everyday use for me is my Target Dollar Spot planner. I use this mainly as a spending log. I write down everything I buy every time I earn. It's basically a balance sheet in paper form, and sometimes I also use this as a health journal. I have 2 different sections in here. This one is money, this one is health, and then I also have some notes in the back, which sometimes I use as well. But this is going to be staying here. I have incorporated it into my little mini notebook, and there's no reason to bring it with me. So this just gives you a good idea of everything that I am leaving at home. I actually have a lot more stuff. If you have seen my planner basket video, that shows you what I use regularly, and that includes my sticker albums, my washi tape, my book journal, all of that fun stuff. So this is just a small portion of what I use daily, but it's what I consider the essentials. Nonetheless, I have fit all of this into this little notebook. And this notebook comes from Staples, but I can't tell you how much it was or when it was released, because I got it as a gift from my mom. But this is just a little lined notebook, and I have fit everything that I need for the week in here, and I'm going to show you how I'm using it. So before I go ahead and show you how I've set up my little notebook here, I did want to quickly mention what my vacation is going to be like, because I know it might differ from what you're doing in your life. The purpose of my trip is to visit family. I'm going to be staying with my brother and his family, and I am going to spend time with my nephew. My nephew's 21 months old, and I haven't seen him in person for a year now. So all I'm going to be doing is hugging on that kid for a week. We don't have any outing plans or dinner reservations. I don't plan to be buying souvenirs and stuff like that. So this is a really relaxing vacation. And I've set up my little planner here to match that. But along the way, I will let you guys know my thoughts on how you could set this up if you are going on a more action-packed or luxurious vacation. So on the first page here, I did block off the personal information, but all I have under here is my travel information to the airport. Then I have my flight information, which includes the flight number, the terminal number, and the times of my flight, the arrival and the departure. Then I have left a spot here for spendings because I definitely want to keep track of how much money I am spending. And I have my little water log down here. This is all I'm going to need for my first travel day because I am leaving later in the afternoon and evening, so I can do my regular morning routine at home and I can make sure everything is packed at home. I don't have to worry about including more space in here for that, but you could do that if you wanted to. So now I'm going to flip over and show you what I've set up for every single day of my trip, every full day that is. So I labeled it with the day and the date. And then I wrote down a space for an activity and a space for my vitamins. That way I can encourage myself to exercise while I'm on vacation. I don't know if that will actually happen, but if I have a space for it, perhaps I'll be more inclined to do so. And I want to make sure I take my vitamins. Then I have written down the daily question from my Q&A a day 5-year journal. And when I get back home, I will insert my answer into here, but I just like the idea of filling it out on the actual day. Again, I have my water log down here. I have a small spot for spendings because, like I said, I don't intend to spend a lot of money. We'll probably go out to eat. We might go on a few outings, but mainly I'm going to be spending time with my nephew. So I'm keeping my spendings area pretty small, but if you were going on a more expensive trip, you could use an entire page for your spendings or an entire 2 pages for your spendings. And you could also break it down into categories. You could have a category for food, what you're spending on all your meals, for events, if you're going to a show or on a tour. And you can also have a different category for souvenirs or your hotel or the tips that you're spending on cab fare and stuff like that. So for me, I only need a very small spending area, but you might have a very large one. My today section is pretty much a journal section. So this is where I'm going to write in what I did on every day. If we went anywhere, I will write that in. If we had really good food or we went to a specific restaurant and I want to remember where we went, I'll write that in. Or even if I just had a memorable moment with my nephew that I want to record, I'll write that in here as well. Again, I kept it pretty small, but if I need more space, I have a lot of blank pages in this notebook, so I don't think I'll run out of room. And then at the bottom, I wrote in the TV shows that I want to watch. They're both sports games, and I wrote in the date they happen on the East Coast, and then I realized I should probably write in the West Coast time as well. So that's why there are 2 times there. So this is what I've done for every day. Here's Saturday. Here's Sunday. The only thing that's really changing is the question of the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is my other travel day, so I've just blocked off the personal info again. I just have my flight information. My brother will be driving me to the airport, so I don't have to worry about that. Then I have my information on how to get home from the airport. Again, I have a small spot for spendings and my water. So that is it. This is going to be my little planner for the entire week, and I do plan on transferring this when I get home. So I will sit down with my Q&A a day journal and fill in my answers. I will definitely be spending a lot of time with my spending log to make sure I didn't spend a ridiculous amount of money. I'm not setting myself a budget for this trip just because I don't think I'm going to be spending a ton of money, so I don't really have to worry, but it's always nice to see everything written out. And of course, I'm going to be transferring everything into my Erin Condren. And I am actually going to do a plan with me video on this. So I will show you how I transfer everything over, which I think will be pretty helpful. Sorry, that was out of the frame. But that brings us to the end of this planning on the go video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Of course, if you want to carry your planner with you and a bunch of planning supplies, that's absolutely no problem. This is just a personal preference. If I was going on a road trip in a car, I would probably bring my planner because then I wouldn't have to worry about space or weight as much. But when you're flying and you're going to be away for a week, it's just a lot easier to make things really, really simple. Definitely let me know in the comments what you bring with you planner-wise when you travel or when you're on vacation. If you travel for work, definitely let me know if you bring your planner with you everywhere. I think if I traveled for work, I would bring my planner just because it would be more of a regular lifestyle for me. But for a vacation, I'm going to take a little bit of break from my planner as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not subscribed already, please hit that button down below. I make new planner related videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and sometimes on bonus days as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!